Hey guys, it's Tandrake and I am back with another episode of Expeditions Vikings. Now, if you remember, we've got to travel to somewhere in England. I don't actually know the name of that area, so we shall be setting sail. Oh wait, what's this? During the day the wind picks up and the waves turn large. Your ship is overflowing with goods and riches, and having packed Jormungandr high with all your wares, some of it is starting to shuffle about as the storm grows in strength. Don't worry, the ship was built to handle more cargo than this. I'm sure we'll be fine. Spend 30 ropes, secure the cargo. I want to trust in Jormungandr, but I also want to trust in Jormungandr. Although the waves test your longship, having a higher capacity than most ships, it's equal. Everything stays in place. As the storm subsides, nothing appears to have been lost to the sea. Awesome. We're nearly there, boys and girls. We're nearly there. Boom. Okay. I want my healer. No, so I don't have to take them all now. I'm going to take my combatant, my bannerman. Maybe. I don't know. Who should I take? I want my healer. I want gunner. I want kettle. You know what? Let's take the normal ones for now. And then if we can get some better weaponry on the rest, because they haven't got really good weaponry and all that at the minute, I will sort that out at a later date and all that. So, off into the lands of the British we go. Come on. Taking your time to load. Taking your time to load. It's taking too long. There you go. It's loading some more. Loading. Loading. This is not how I thought it would take so long. Men and women watch you disembark from the rocks above, silhouetted against the light grey sky. Down the beach, two brave youngsters keep a close eye on the mysterious strangers and their imposing warship. Neff's boots sink into the sand as she jumps the few feet from the ship, weapon in hand. I see a path up the cliffs to the south. They'll be expecting us. Gunnar grips his axe, clearly pleased to feel the weight in his hands. No, they know that we're coming, but they won't be expecting us. Kettle staggers as he feels the firm ground sway beneath him after days of sailing, shading his eyes with a hand. He looks up at the stone building that towers above the cliffs. If we've come for riches, I'd say we'd found it. Look at that fortress. If the plan is to attack the Hall, I hope this coast is as undefended as the rumours made it out to be. A king who can afford a building like that can also afford to retain warriors to protect it. Roskva speaks barely loud enough to hear over the roar of the surf. It's not a fortress. I think it has an air of sanctity about it. I could be wrong, but Edris is already tossing sacks of supplies onto the beach, making ready to establish a camp. Getting ahead of yourselves, sweethearts. Smoke didn't come from that building. There's a village above those cliffs. Should go say hi. We're going to scout things out. The rest of you drag up the ship and make camp. Okay. Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot to turn that on. Empty. I prefer it like this, to be honest. Oh, they run. They run, do they? Are they scared of us? Looks like other ships have been beached up here, and... Why would you leave that behind? Might as well check the full beach, isn't it? Armor of webbing. Okay. Hello. Whoever was here left in a hurry when they saw your ship. I mean, oh, you can leave by there. Let's look down the dock, see if there's anything good there. No? Okay. Right then, since there's no other way up. Yeah, no other way up. Let's take a look up the hill. More cunt. Oh, hello. The group who intercepts you above the city, above the cliffs, displays every indication of the classic angry mob down to the prevalence of pitchforks. A middle-aged man at the front, hastily dressed in cheap hide jerkin and wielding an actual spear, hails you in a language that tickles something in the back of your throat, back of your mind, sorry, but doesn't quite translate into meaning. Hold your hands up in peaceful greeting. The man in front, whom you've already mentally labelled the emissary, mirrors your gesture as best he can without dropping the spear. He speaks a few more sentences, but they are no more understandable than the first. One step behind you, you sense Kettle shifting his weight anxiously. I think I understand this. You understand what they are saying? Mostly some of it. He was asking who we are and where we've come from. Now I think he's asking us to come with them. Neff is doing her level best to hide the incredulity, I don't know what that means, in her voice. How could this be? You've never left Skjern in your life. I assume Odin decided on a whim to grant me a complete power over language just now. Why would I lie? Tell them to throw down their weapons, or we'll teach them a lesson they won't soon forget. Ask them to lead the way. Kettle gives you a sheepish look. I don't know how to say that. I get their meaning, but I can't speak the language. The welcoming committee has been listening to your exchange, and now fervent discussion is rippling through their ranks. They quickly seem to reach some sort of conclusion, and the youngest member takes off at full tilt down a path towards the woods. More cryptic declarations are transmitted by the emissary. Kettle strains to understand the translation. He's asking us to stay, wait, and something about a wise man. They're getting someone who can help. Well, do as they ask. Let's see who they're fetching. A few minutes later, a few minutes pass. The guarded looks crawling between your herd and the natives, and the uneasy shuffling of feet on both sides contrasts bizarrely with the calm waves against the beach and pretty songs of the birds among the trees. Finally, the errand boy returns at a trot, trailing a tall man in a shaggy robe, whose stride is far more brisk than ought to be possible with sandals in such an advanced state of unravelment as his. As he reaches the welcoming party, the robed man lowers his hood and takes in the sight of your modest heathen horde with a slow, deep, interested look. A few words are exchanged between him and the emissary. Then the robed man closes the distance between you, bows, and introduces him in heavy accented Saxon.
Dominus Vobiscum, stranger. I am Brother Morkant. I have given my life to studying the ineffable beauty of God's work.
Skjern being well sighted along the trade routes to Saxony, you've had enough contact with your southern neighbours to learn their language. At any rate, you speak it about as well as this man. I am Tanner, son of Drakenson, and this is my retinue. Please tell me, Halford Tanner, Whence have you came? Tell me, what is that building on the cliffs? What did you call me? Halford? It's an expression of respect in our language. It means... He struggles for a moment to think of a way to explain it. It means master of the house. Tell me, what is that building on the cliffs? Oh, the Covenant? It's a house of God. It has nothing of interest to you. Don't worry yourselves about it. We've come from Skjern on the coast of Jutland to the east. Morkant's gaze turns inward as he no doubt pictures the world around him as he knows it. I believe we know your people as the Danes. We are Danes, or Jutes, or simply Norse. But those of us who go abroad are known as Vikings. That is one of the names by which we are known. I'm going to use the first one. Morkant smiles. It feels like progress is being made. We are Angles, and this is the kingdom of Northumbria. I myself am a monk. Am a monkey? I myself am a monk, a servant of the Lord, and a travelling scholar of cultures, languages, and faiths. Some impatient shuffling of booted feet behind him seemed to remind Morkant of the reason he was summoned. He rattles off a few quick sentences to reassure the mob before he turns back to you and jumps to the point. Might I inquire as to the purpose of your journey? We are here to seek allies in our struggle at home. Our mission is one of discovery and trade. We have come for gold and silver. Take us to your chieftain so we can make our demands. Number 1. The monk quickly translates your word to the others before responding. Very good. Let us bring you before Malcolin and the Geratha of this shrine. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, but it's very difficult to read this shit. Like, meet the chieftain, get hold of a horse and some supplies. These guys have a fair amount of stuff. Loot is loot. I won't be over looting though at the minute. Okay. There is no mistaking the head of the village for a citizen of lesser stature. Blah. My God, what is it with me today? He is one of those elders who has only turned weathered and formidable with old age. And yet, as you are brought before him, there is an unmistakable fear in his eyes. My name is Mal Klein. I am the Gerfa of this town. I'm Drakens, and it's an honor to meet you. Hi, okay, see you. My name is Tanner, and I'm looking to buy supplies and horses. We've come to take your take a guild from you. If you wish to avoid bloodshed, bring us whatever you possess of value. Number 1. Their fellows, a lengthy exploration by Morkant in the local language. The old man's eyes you suspiciously all the while. Norse, are you? We've had some visitors from your land before. You're given to understand that visitor is used here as an emphasis for a range of words along the lines of barbarian, savage, murderer, raider, plunderer, and so on. Will you tell me what happened when the last... We are not raiders, we are honourable people, and our errand is peaceful. You are a cat imploring a bird to come down from its tree. This is inferable from the look of the Gefra now gives you. I would never question your honour, but you must go elsewhere on your errand. We cannot help you. Is there nothing I can do to gain your trust? Instead of translating your words, Morkant addresses you in Saxon. If I may, this isn't simply a question of trust or even of willingness. This village has no horses, they are too poor, and likewise they lack wealth with which to trade. A band of outlaws has recently troubled the village, the camp beyond a nearby stream, frequently attacking the farms or robbing merchants entering or leaving the town. Are you suggesting we rout these bandits? It might be exactly the kind of opportunity you need if I understand what you're after. If you were to drive out the outlaws and reunite the villagers with their possessions, they would have the means to give you what you're after. And what stronger demonstration of goodwill could they wish for? Malcolleen, I'm just going to call him Maui, is tapping his foot on the ground, arms crossed, watching you and Morkant converse in a language he doesn't understand. As soon as you pause, he jumps in and Morkant resumes translating. I ought to warn you, as Geffer of this town, I answer to King Osred. Whatever befalls us here, you can be sure the king will hear of it. Very well, we'll prove that these people have nothing to fear from us. The multilingual monk cast a hopeful glance at you as you turn your back on the village elder. If you're going to confront these outlaws, do you mind if I come with you? What? Let him join. You can count on me. Okay, then it wasn't that way. How do I cross the river? Is it to the east? Ooh. What do you mean you're poor? There was 3 hides there, that's worth a fair amount. Jesus. Had to take the long way around, didn't you? What the hell? A pile of animal pelts from sheep and a few deer lie conspicuously stacked in the small clearing. A gamely decayed smell wafts. Search the pile. As you dig through the hides, it becomes clear that they have been there for a while. By the time you reach the bottom of the pile, it has become a furtive mess that brings your bile up. You plunge your hands into a disgusting heap, sinking your arms into the elbows. You feel your fingers close around the metal. It's lukewarm and slimy to the touch. Amidst the foulness, you spot the glint of gold. It appears that a cache of jewels has been secreted away underneath it. Right, I'm going to use finesse and fail. Tug your arms free. You feel a stab of pain as something tears through your skin. Though you retrieve the jewels, you have a jagged, painful scar on your arm covered in slime and decay. Ah, feck. After wiping away the grime, you find the treasure to be strangely familiar. A small handful of brooches, arm rings, and carved pendants bearing Norse runes and images of Sleiping, Odin's 8-legged horse. How did they end up here? Tanner, could this have something to do with your father? Maybe someone in the village knows. We'll have to earn their trust before we start asking around. I don't know how to get across there, but can't believe I just got infectious, man. Ooh. Well, it seems to say that it's still, like, in the village? But we got across the river. I don't know which way we're supposed to go to cross the river, though. This is the sucky part. I have no... Oh, hello. 6 men and a woman are strewn above the riverbank, inhabiting a camp of tents that appear to be made out of the sails of a ship. Some attempt to establish a perimeter of sentries has been made, but it's immediately obvious that whoever is organising this has never had a day of battle training in their life. Having thus managed to get quite close to the camp without being seen, you are free to ponder your approach from the other side of the river. Take out their arches from a distance, then we go fast. First we take the yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna demoralize. As cover. Why is Gunner all the way back there? Tell you what. Of course. Bullshit to you, bro. Can I walk through it with someone else? Yes, I can. Right, so in that case, I'm going to put you up there. No one can get through it without walking past him, so that's fine. Gonna move Gunner up here. I'm gonna use Baldur's Favour with him. Ah, Morkant, you are absolutely amazingly beautiful.
Let me aid you.
Yes, boy. Okay. Take a shot. Ooh, harried as well. They got a healer though. End the turn there. Not good. Activated charge. Oh, shiznit. Oh, you're gonna go around? That's fine with me. Sacrament. Okay, so... Damn it. Okay, that's that one dead. Move you up there. Okay, resisted the harry. Then gonna retreat back there. And then I'm gonna have you stab. Then you're gonna come back over here. You are gonna march on up and heal. There you go. Sacrament. Right. So now I'm gonna have you head around there. And I'll end turn. Oh, he's moving back, is he? No point running. I'm just gonna slowly chop you into little pieces. Not a good idea for you either. Excusez-moi. Merci. Okay. Gonna pop him up there. There's no real retreat now. It's only half cover, isn't it? Oh, still got him. It's fine. There we go. Kicked your ass, boys. Okay, let's rob them blind. A vial, honey, empty, empty, armor oil, herbs and valuables and stuff, torch, mead. That's all of it, isn't it? Let's go and grab this on the way back. Might as well. And it was empty. Let's go and have a little snoop up here. Nothing? Okay. Ah, let's just go and finish this quickly. Gefra Maui meets you at the gate again, looking like he's expecting any movement to have an expecting any moment to have an axe firmly placed in his skull. The bandits will trouble you no longer. Maui turns to gaze towards the tree line from which a young man raises his arm as a signal. The Gefra breathes out several mouths of fear and anger. So it's true, the bandits are gone. See, Maui, I told you these strangers seemed different than their kin. Maui nods heavily. Forgive us for our prejudice, Halford Tanner. You have proven yourself to be a friend of this town. I hate to see innocent people exploited. The old man turns and waves one of the younger villagers over to his side. He mumbles something in the girl's ear and she takes off running down the road. She will fetch fresh, healthy horses from one of our nearby farms. They will be waiting for you at the edge of town when you leave. Morcantis all smiles while translating this. He even throws a little context of his own. I hope you understand that this is an extravagant gift for these villagers. To give away so many healthy horses, this gift is fit for a king. Thank you. Glad we got this all sorted out. Tanner, you've proven yourself to be both capable and honourable. I was thinking. Morcant smiles sheepishly. My travels and studies have me bound for Forwick and for Perth. Should you find yourself heading in either of those directions, I would gladly take companionship on the road. Where are these places you mentioned? Perth lays far north in the wild Pictish lands. Some of the Picts still cling to their old faith and I hope to meet with them and chronicle their stories. Efric is seat of the king, Halford, and protector of Northumbria. I must seek his counsel. Must seek the counsel of wise bishop there. I would I'll be happy to have you. Splendid. I'm certain we have much to learn from each other. Traveling monk. 2 hours later. Ten skill points. Damn, bro. Okay. It's looty dooty time. Okay, so I've had some places revealed on my map, which is awesome. So I might be able to get some good things.
The cross of the Frankish god. Estrid mentioned that they worship him here.
This could become a problem. There's no love lost between our gods and theirs.
You think the Franks might try to interfere with our activities here?
Exactly. We may have to make an example or two if they get bold.
That was not a very smart thing to do, though. I'm busy. Take your axes and furs elsewhere. You're an ass, man. So much stuff here, like, come on. Okay, so can I go in here? See what we get. Oh, it's stealing whilst we're in here. Okay. I know you helped us get rid of those bandits in the forest, but could I perhaps ask you to get rid of the wreckers that caused this whole thing in the first place? I'll solve this problem for you. His smile changes into something a bit more genuine. Good, and thank you. This helped prevent further needless problems. Didn't exactly say much. Now, did you, bro? The wreckers. That's a new one. I don't know. This is a bit. Like, I like the fact that we've. Right. So where have we got to go for the wreckers, though? Wreck and ruin. Get rid of the wreckers on the beach. Okay, right. Oh, let's get as many of these done as possible before we have to leave, you know? Oh. That looks like quite an easy fight, to be honest. What else have we got? Reefed in the woods. King of the pirates of the Picts. King of Northumbria. Meet the current Thane. Okay. The dirty-haired man meets you with a rotten grin. That's close enough. We're not looking for no trouble, but stay away from the pickings on the beach. They're for us and us alone. Why did you run off and why did you run off when we landed on the beach? I need you to clear. Why did you run off? He flashes his rotten choppers in a sheepish grin. You saw that, eh? Well, can't blame a fella for being cautious. Once we saw what you did for that village, we figured it would be safe to return. What are you doing here? Anything that washes up on the beach is ours. Sell it off to the village or anyone who's buying. Sometimes we help the ships find their way here. Unfortunately, we've run out of candles for now. I need you to clear out. And just why would we do that? This is our beach. If you value your lives, leave. Wait, alright, we'll leave, but our friend, he's missing and can't really leave without him. I don't trust him. So what did that do? Peaceful have lost morale. Too bad. No, wait, we can pay you. Fuck that, fight. You can pay me with your life. Okay, so oh, and he got relentless. Perfect. Awesome. Like, that is so good. Okay, Gunner, you sort this guy out. And then, where are you? There you are. Neff can finish him. Right, good. So Gunner can then... Wait, what? Oh, Gunner can then move up and out of the way. Neff can move up in support. Tanner is going to go and slap this one about a little bit. Oof. Screw it. Let's go and stand you by him. You can go and stand by there. Get that healer down. Just a little bit. And you also have a sling, so you can move on up and fire as well. And what I'll do is I'll move you up as well. Okay, next turn. Really? Okay. Use demoralize. Okay. Finish him.
Never let your guard
Critical hit. And Gunner deserves the kill on this one. Yeesh, chopped off his head. See if he can get the shot. Missed. What about you? Can you finish him? Missed. Oh shit, Neff can't get there. Oh, now she can. Okay, it was just that he was blocking her way, so she had to, would have had to walk all the way around. Yeah, screw him. Got some valuables off of them. They've been dealt with. Damn right they've been dealt with. I just slaughtered them. And I'm a rich person. Oh yeah. Alright. I kick that ass. I kick that ass. It's taking ages. Where are we at? Jesus. No one seems to be... I can't seem to talk to anyone at the minute, so... Sustained injuries does not put herdmen out of action, but it will incur penalties in and out of combat. Let's go and talk to you. Have you dealt with the wreckers? Yes, they're gone. Excellent. With them gone, hopefully we won't get any more bandits raiding our village. I suppose you'll be wanting your reward then. You need it more than I do. A generous expression of gratitude washes over his face and takes your hands. He takes your hands and shakes them. Thank you, thank you. This is very gracious. You're welcome. I got some valuables off of them, so it's not too bad. You know, it's pretty awesome. But we shall have to see what happens next. Right, so it doesn't show anyone up. Okay. Not really anything here. Oh, I didn't have it activated, my bad. The stone looks like it stood here forever. Its base is covered in lich. Its top is bird droppings. Strange markings are chiseled across the surface. Some look like the shapes of animals or plants, but most are completely incomprehensible. Morkant steps up to the stone and traces some of the markings with reverence. I've seen stories like this before. My teacher once claimed they were erected by the Druids centuries ago. Fascinating mystery, is it not? Who knows what ancient secrets these stones hold? Awesome. So, oh, I missed something there. Oh, damn, I missed a lot. Did I get the plant? I did get the plant. Okay. I didn't miss anything up here, did I? No. That's alright then. So I'm just going to quickly loot over. And then I'm going to head back this way. Oh well. There isn't really much to check out over here, is there? Might be over here. I'm just trying to look, see if anyone knows anything about the piles of hide. I can't be sure that. If I'm going to find anyone. You there, wait. The man who shouted at you is stout, with wide hands and barrel chest of a fisherman. His face is red with exertion and his mouth clenched with anger. Yes, what is it? Your even tone sets him back for a moment and the colour recedes a bit from his neck. A moment of your time. I need your help. Strong arms and set jaw. I can pay you for your time. Go on. His jaw works. His jaw works, and the colour begins to rise on his neck again. His brow furrows. It's about my wife. Think I don't know, but she's been stealing away to see my neighbour, Aldwin. His fields are wide, and he does well for himself. His frown deepens, and he clenches his teeth. I want you to bloody him for me, trying to take what isn't his. Why not do it yourself? Can't you defend your own woman? I would, but I'm only one man, and he has strong, stable hands who would defend him. No one else will help me. I'll help, but I expect silver in return. Thank you. Yes, this has not been a bad season for fish. I've saved up 13 pence. They're yours if you can do this for me. But what in the world is pence? Your question your question clearly takes him back. A penny. It's a measure of silver here. He shows you the meagre savings he offers you for the job. It's about 260 valuables worth. Very well. I'll see you when it's done. Aldwin lives there down the lane. I beg, put the fear of God in him. So, no killing him? Okay, there's nothing there. I thought there might be, but there's not. Okay, let's have a look. Is it down here? Oh, what the hell? Nestled amidst the trees, you spot a small garden, and at a glance, it simply looks like foliage, but looking closer reveals carefully planted patches and bushes of herbs and medicine plants. Leave. I don't want to raid the garden. I don't want to piss someone off, you know. I know, I'm a thane. The smell of thyme and sage waft through the thick boards of the wooden gate, and underneath it, almost masked by the herb garden, this unmistakable aroma of stables. There's horses in there. What is this place? It doesn't look like a fortress. Morkant jumps in eagerly, white teeth beaming in proud smile. This is a covenant of the Augustine order. The women in here have dedicated their lives to the rule of Saint Augustine. So it's a temple. His smile turns a shade overbearing. Of the sort. It looks wealthy. Kettle pushes against the gate and it gives slightly. This gate wouldn't stand up to our axes. Morkant shuffles his feet in distinctly worried manner. Maybe we should go get back to where we were going. The gate is not withstand direct attack, but breaking it down surely alert the village. Nah. Oh. The man sitting propped against the tree is deathly still, his eyes open and red blood stain. I'm guessing danger? He lives down the road, but I see no... Ooh, I missed that. I'm going to grab that quick. So I'm just going to quickly look over the... I missed that dead body. Wait. I didn't grab that. What the hell? Thank you. I'm going to check the dead body. It doesn't seem that I can talk to anyone else. The smell of iron undercut with a sweet stench of rot is carried on the wind. Sprawled across the boulder before you is the corpse of a man with an axe embedded deep into his back. Examine the body. You kneel down to have a closer look. The axe blade has dug deep into his back, but the angle is awkward. An unskilled kill. Morkant steps up near where you're sitting, his brow furrowed. Wouldn't want to end up like him. How did this happen? We should find out. The locals might know something. Their ears are wide and it didn't happen far from the walls. With a sigh you stand. The lapping of water against wood draws your attention to the dinghy dragged halfway into the side of the creek. A small wooden boat has been dragged partially out of the water. Judging by the state of it, it's been there for a few days. Search the dinghy. Kettle leans in, his face agleam with a hunger for spoils. Anything worth taking, Tanner? The boat has not been covered. Tucked beneath the wooden seat, you find a linen sack full of hides and sundries. Retrieve the sack. Ooh. Deciding to keep the contents for yourself, you pull everything out of the sack and distribute among your herdmen. I think this is the guy I got to talk to for this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this off, and then I'm going to head to the border and save and end the episode, because this is, I don't want it going too long. Yes, just a minute. The woman before you is dressed in a lumpy, shapeless gown, and her withered face is contained by a veil and wimple. It looks ridiculous. She finishes up the chaff bundle she's been bent over and straightens up with a moment. I found a dead man. Okay. Have you been throwing any axes lately? Scout darkens her features. I told him to stop that nonsense. She hollers loudly, startling a few chickens nearby. Dylan? A coltish, awkward boy lops to his mother's side, his eyes cast down and his shoulders hung guilty. She fixes him with a gaze so stern and matronly, whatever that means. Even you feel a bit of sheepish on his behalf. What do you know about this? He mumbles dejectedly. I was just practicing my throwing. Your throw is sloppy. I stumbled, it went over the wall, and then I went to go get it before father come home. He was just lying there staring at nothing. Give them the sack. He had the supplies. There should be enough. They should be returned. You should have been more careful. We must speak with Malcolm, my boy. You turn to depart and are barely acknowledged as you leave the unhappy young man to face the consequences of his haphazard training. Oh, hello. Maybe you know about the hides. What? I'm quite busy. I found this pile of hides. She leans closer and lowers her voice. The reef will soon return soon. Misery will come. The werewolf? It's an old shadow, brings death in its wake. Drawn to those cursed jewels it was. Why a pile of hides? I had to take them. The hunters don't understand. It's a small price to pay for safety. Neff mutters in your mother tongue, voice dripping with disdain. She thinks our jewellery is cursed. Did you see the people who left the jewellery? This jewellery is not cursed, it's Norse, and I will be keeping it. Be calm, the curse was one of Norse magic, and as Norsemen, we have broken it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. She seems for a moment at a loss for words. Truly, it has ended then? I will not forget your kindness. The hunters did not notice my mother's thefts, but I am not as quick as she was. Okay, so that sorts that one, doesn't it? Okay, so right, I'm gonna get up here, save, and end this episode off here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.